It's December 17th, 2024. Welcome. I'm with Mr. John J. Jeckovich in Studio 6B. This is the 419th podcast, and we're talking about Mr. Jeckovich about his book, Their Mother's Sons. And this book is approximately 900 pages long. It takes from the beginning when Mr. Jeckovich was about 11. He started caring for his mother when his father died at 43. His father was an immigrant from Russia, a legal immigrant, by the way, and he worked very hard, 3 different jobs, and he basically and evidently worked himself to death doing 3 jobs and doing cement work, which was very difficult. So it ran him into the ground. He died of a heart attack at the age of 43. Mr. Jeckovich is in fine shape. He's knocking on the door of 100. Mr. Jeckovich soon will be celebrating the 79th anniversary of his 21st birthday. How are you doing today, Mr. Jeckovich?
Good.
You're looking well. I heard you had your nails done, your hair cut, your beard shaved, toes done. Man, you got the royal treatment. And you got your Christmas clothes on.
Well, you pay for it, huh? Yeah.
You're doing just fine. Don't worry about that. You're doing just fine. You look so chipper today. And
you had a nice visitor today, too.
And who'd you have visiting you today?
Who? Amber.
Wasn't that wonderful? Amber is Mr. John J. Jeckovich's granddaughter, and she comes in about 3 or 4 days a week. She's a full-time missionary with a heart of gold and an avid surfer. She surfs all around the world. I can't keep up where she is.
She's going to Margarita.
Yeah, she surfs all around the world, and I can't keep up where she goes, but she checks out many, being a full-time missionary, she checks out many churches of all denominations, Orthodox, Protestant, Lutheran, Catholic, the list is long. So whenever there's a church around where Mr. Jeckovich lives, Amber will stop by for 3 or 4 hours. What a wonderful, wonderful person. Even though Amber lives on the ocean and she can roll out of bed and be surfing right in a split second, the waves right now aren't good enough on the Atlantic for an avid surfer, so she travels around the world. It's called chasing the wave. Chasing the wave. She's surfed in 6 or 7 different countries, and we're coming up to, she just got back from California surfing where the waves were absolutely great. And now Australia is starting their summer in about 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm sure we won't see Amber for a while, but God bless her in her travels. She's a nice person. Probably one of the best she restores, put it this way, she restores my faith in young people, right?
Yeah.
She restores your faith in young people, doesn't she? What a kind, calm, big-hearted person. Well, I'm happy she stopped by and see you today. And you're looking quite well in your new clothes and your
new clothes.
And you have a new background.
That's nice,
in the studio. So you're doing pretty damn good today. Mr. Jeckovich is knocking on the doors 100, like I said, and he can read the newspapers, which he reads 3 a day, with no glasses at all. Come on, with no glasses at all. Could you imagine that? He's sharp as a tack. He's got a mind of a 30 or 40-year-old. He remembers everything.
Mine of a 30 or 40-year-old.
Okay, let's talk about it. What the hell is your dog tag number?
421-965.
I proved my point. I proved my point. So Mr. Jeckovich has got a mind of a 30 or 40-year-old. He's sharp as a tack. He never took a prescription in his life. He jogged for 80 years. He never drank. He never smoked. And the only thing that blew out was his knees. That's 80 years jogging. So I think that's a pretty damn good trade-off, you know.
Jumping out of the plane.
And jumping out of the plane.
What?
Jumping out of the plane, and you have hit paratrooping, hit it hard. And Mr. Jeckovich, by the way, being a World War II veteran, he's highly decorated. He got the Purple Heart and 2 Bronze Stars. This is a fact, he's been shot up, beat up, stabbed, hospitalized in Paris, trench foot, frostbite.
Well, I still got the frostbite today.
And he had a bomb blow up, a dirty bomb that blew over his head and killed his fellow machine gun operator, wiped his head off, took his head off, and Mr. Jeckovich survived with shrapnel in his leg. He spent 3 months during World War II recovering in a hospital in Paris. An interesting fact there, things are a lot different now, but interesting fact is that once you get out of the hospital in Paris and the war is raging on, if you can pull your trigger of your machine gun, and if you can walk, what are you considered?
Fit for duty.
There it is. Fit for duty.
So they throw him back in there.
They throw you right back in. And Mr. Jeckovich's division were nicknamed, respectively, the Diaper Division. Why was that?
They're all 19 years old. They're all third freeze.
They're all 18, 19 years old.
Combat age.
18, 19 years old. Many of the young men were so determined and so loyal to their country, they lied about their age at 16 and 17, and they went into service. A lot of that happened. They were very loyal to their country. And so that's what they respectively call those young kids. They called them the Diaper Division. But after the war was over, Mr. Jeckovich and all those young fellows from the Diaper Division were later called, with a great respect, the Bulge Busters. And the reason why was because they kicked Hitler's ass and kicked him out of Paris. And then at the Battle of Bulge, it was 600,000 Nazis. This was Hitler's last-ditch effort to kill many Americans. And the scorched earth theory, Hitler wanted to burn down anything and everything so the Americans couldn't get their hands on it. And Mr. Jeckovich made it through that. I honestly think the only reason why he made it through that when everyone else was slaughtered was because of his prayers from Anna Jeckovich, his mother. And she was a devout Catholic.
Can you hang on? I gotta go pee.
Okay, Jed?
All right, hang on.
Just put on.
Don't leave.
Wait.